to go on a break, but welcome. I do take a break every hour, and happy Thanksgiving, you crazy European. Why, thank you, Anthropos. There's no Thanksgiving here. But thank you.
Yeah, we don't do Thanksgiving, but we do give thanks.
I might just skip the break. It's already way past my last part anyway.
Oh, I'm sorry.
But yeah. Picnic. I did have a small break, so I should be fine on the editing part. Gremlin breaking stream for a bit. Yeah, the break is real. The break in the stream, that is. You're being invaded by Tobey Maguire. I don't think I'm queen. I am a queen. Yeah, that might be true. I have no idea. Who was the Doge? The Doge was Jenny the Doge.
Beautiful Estadon, ta ta ta.
That
sounds rather this game like.
How do you say that? A Swiss. Herder. I have no idea.
Shepherd.
Shepherd. There you go.
A Swiss white shepherd. It's pretty much a white German shepherd, really.
But well, Astral's here. Yeah, I'm here.
I couldn't get him back from the break without giving him something, Phil, because he'd probably look at me funny when I pushed him back in the chair.
How is Pellas? It's okay.
Almost Alice. Almost. It's Ginny, like in Harry Potter.
Yeah, Ginny, as in Harry Potter. Yeah. It's okay, Pillars. It's a bit too dramatic for my taste, and a bit too how do you say that? Too dramatic and too long-winded. It's like a Lord of the Rings book. It's way too long-winded.
Oh, dangerous quotes.
Shots fired. Jenny is heart too, indeed.
Jenny the Doge.
Jenny the Doge.
Jenny, come here, Doge. Come, girl. You right? There you go.
Yes, Jenny the Doge. Yes, Doge.
In the head.
They're over there, Jenny. They're in there. Yes.
Need to lean a bit more forward, sweetie. Come. Oh, I'll hold ya. Come here, sweetie.
Oh, no.
I know.
I don't know what to do.
There
what is
you
the
go.
bus doing?
No.
What is the bus doing? Get me out of there.
Since
No.
when are you shy, sweetie? She's looking very sad now.
De El Kunihunderita. Astral, you get to keep me company while I fry up some vegan. Oh, excellent. Well, the stream is on for another 40 minutes. So, there you go. Another is quite lightweight. And this game's writing is so... Yeah, I know.
I am not the only one who thinks that.
This game's writing is...
I'm joining you guys in chat again and making amends with my dog who didn't want to be on camera. Sorry for slightly ruining the whisper there, Phil, but I didn't know what else to do.
Well, the break is over, guys. We have 1 minute of break or something. But, there you go. Thanks for raiding me out of a break. One sec, guys. Not sure if this helps. This might help with the blue screening. Hey, it does. I love my blue screen. PvP BR90. Welcome to the prophets, and I also forgot someone else. So I'm going to look back and see who joined up. Rapsutus. Welcome to the prophets as well. Thank you so much for the follow and the support. Right there. Astral said that you managed to translate what I wrote. There's something and the night. Some king and some knight. Or something. The king and the knight. We like to ensure that we inconvenience your schedule plan as much as possible. Well, there you go. You did it, Alice. You did it. That is some true highwayman type rating there. Oh, you like this break. Now the blue screen looks slightly so beautiful. Now like a misty castle's night. What? Oh, you mean the blue wall behind me, yeah. Sincarius, your destiny is a blind prophet. That it is. That it is. Alright. Well, let's continue with pillars. We just wrote the story on these two guys. Let's enjoy some more dramatic, intense, and very long writing. GS6, thank you for the hosts. That's diplomats, so that's all fine. We can all commoner, that's all fine. Okay, so no one's here.
All these circling feet heading nowhere.
That's interesting. How are you doing, GS6? I hope everything's well. Gotta get ready for Turkey Day. Later, Grim, later. What kind of character are you playing? I am playing... Not him. I'm playing Talos Vrukan, which kinda snuck in as a character name for every character that you can basically... name in this stream. And we are a chanter, which is basically a bard. I chant verses and stuff like that, and they form themselves into spells. I'm from Old Valia. I'm a merchant as a background, so I did trade and all that stuff. Waiting for my buddy to go over here is ETA 20 minutes. Awesome. Awesome. I hope you're having a good day as well, GS6. Have fun with your buddy. To make it rhyme, of course, grammatic nonsense. What? Wait, what? Dramatic intense and grammatic nonsense. Yeah, exactly. But yeah, we are playing him. We're good with mechanics, which is locks and stuff. We're good with lore, so we know a lot about the world. And we're good athletically. And we wield a longsword, or a greatsword. And we've got a cap and some armor. And yeah.
Hey.
That's us. And we are the Watcher, which apparently means we can look into people's souls and read long dramatic texts about whatever the hell they did in their life. And all the soul reading has been thieves and assassins and dark people and all that stuff. Dark as in evil bastards. No one's been good and flowery and all the happy little flowers and unicorns and all that stuff. It's all about death and destruction. And all that. No one is the innocent little child in this world. Ooh, just go with a name. What business brings you to the keep?
Well met, friend.
Well met! You must be a paladin. Aldmar gives you an appraising eye. Judging by the scars on his face, he's lucky to be able to do that much. Every day we get more from the hinterlands, pouring into Defiance Bay. Keeping us busy on the watch, it does. You look like you recently arrived yourself. Who are you? A soldier of the Crucible Knights, and proud of it. I help keep everything running at the keep, so that Commander Cliver can focus on more important matters. Looking for something, or just knocking the dirt off your boots? What goes on in Crucible Keep? This is the headquarters of Crucible Knights, so it's where we store arms and armor as well as many of our soldiers' bunk. Thievery skills! Commander Cliver's in the back, making plans as usual. Scratches a scarred cheek. Oh, a cheek. You'll find the forge at the west end of the building, along with our master smith, Dunstan. There's also a shrine to the golem, if you're the praying type. Praying to golems, really? Golem! Tell me about the Crucible Knights. We're the defenders of Defiance Bay. Not exactly a formal knighthood, but don't tell Commander Cliver I said that. He grins. We were the first organized militia to oppose Adaran rule, and today we're the largest force in the city. Our soldiers undergo years of combat training, and our officers are required to have their souls read by that critter or out in Dunrid Row. What's this about Dunrid Row? Just a requirement of the Crucible Knights, so the higher-ups know there's nothing messy built in your soul's past. Aldemar widens his stance. Keeping the rank pure is fine by me, just wish they were more careful in hiring their ciphers. Spit it out. He shifts his weight and glances at the empty halls. They're mostly Orlans. I'm sure they're talented enough, but you just can't trust them. Hostility's in their nature, and they've learned to hide it well over the years. He frowns and crosses his arms. All I'm saying is, they should at least be supervised by other folk. It's reasonable enough, isn't it? Thing about when I said in, I think, German? It's from a manhwa. Korean manga, by the fairy tale The Demon King. Ah! Well, when you speak Demon King, alright, when you speak Demon King, the first thing I think about is Dragon Ball Z. That's the only Demon King I know in any story, really. If people treated them better, you wouldn't have to worry about them being so hostile. Oh, I'm not an Orlan. Aldemar shrugs. I'm just speaking the truth. Nowadays, it seems that's the biggest crime of all. I don't like this dude. Can we kill him? Can we kill him? And it's stealing. Ah. Dunstan. Tongues of flame lick the forge, hissing with hot smoke as the dragon's breath. Tongues, hardies, hammers, fullers, hardies, and punch tools hangs from the walls. They feel heavy and sturdy, but their flame-darkened surfaces testify to frequent use.
If this is about the breastplates, I already told Cleaver they won't be repaired till next week.
Cleaver, okay. The dwarf bustles between a sweltering forge fire and a work table. He wipes one muscle, knotted arm across his brow. This is about the breastplate, yeah. You said that. No, not a bad choice to think of. Hey, Demon Eye, what up? But I mean, Demon King's like RPG's fantasy genre when they look in this book, huh? Can you play this game without having this huge party? There is an achievement for finishing the game with one character. Yes. What do you do here?
I'm a forge master. I'm a master smith for the Crucible Knights. But the way I see it, I'm also keeping up with our old traditions. The first members of our order were smiths. Nowadays, most everyone's a professional soldier. I suppose it's to be expected, but I think it's important we keep up with our roots, too.
That's true. Tell me about the knights.
We were all smiths back in Hodrick's day, though I'm about the only one here who still gets his hands dirty. We're a fearsome fighting force, though these days I think Cleaver takes more pride in our parade formations.
Cleaver. Some name. He thinks himself a progressive man, but he's obsessed with soul lineages and connections to the Dialwood heroes of old. He picks up his hammer again. Other than Dunrit Rue, who really knows about any of that though? You made a rhyme, sir. You're a poet and you don't even know it. Novitiata. Blah. No. Novitiata. Tata. There are so many tongue twisters. Tongue twisters! Yeah, you can Robbled it. Thick grime cakes the bottom of this tub. Towel hanging from the side gives off an awful stench. Ugh. Ugh. Someone here? Just the cars? Just the cars. Oh, bye BT. Need to head out again too. Bye BT! This painting shows a row of warriors standing atop the walls of Defiance Bay while Adir ships sail away. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Ba-dum. Sail away, sail away, sail away. Ba-dum. This record of active patrols and reported crimes in Ondar is gift. The latter far outnumber the former. Yeah. What would you think with a crime cartel like the Doomelaires? Oh, the training pit. You need to deal with Heritage Hill. Wheela. The Justica's gaze flickers over you briefly before returning to the novitiates gathered in the training area. This is about patrols. My novitiates are already stretched to their limit. Between the refugee influx and the mess at Heritage Hill, I simply don't have any units to spare. After a pause, she looks over you again. I'm sorry, was there something you need? What do you do here? I'm in charge of the keep's novitiates. I'm responsible for their training and patrol assignments. She nods at the group gathered in the training room. They're good soldiers, and they've been quick to adapt to new challenges. What's wrong with Heritage Hill? What isn't wrong is the real question. A whole district of walking, flesh-eating corpses. Neverwinter Nights, anyone? We sealed the area 2 months ago after I lost one of my finest commanders in there. And yet this is the second guard rotation to appear. There are already enough rumors about the place floating around the keep without my soldiers whispering about these disappearances. She shakes her head. I'd just as soon abandon the district, but if those monsters should find a way out... Tell me about Heritage Hill. Used to be one of the most prestigious districts in Defiance Bay, but a few months ago the residents all went mad. Started eating each other, and anything else that had the bad luck to wander into the district. I've never seen anything like it. Yep, Neverwinter Nights. Oh man. Now every novitiate that stands guard there, everyone that comes back anyway, talks of the stench of the grave and the groans of unspeakable horrors. She holds up one plate-clad finger. This is why... Oh, the why and the how are questions for the Animancers. We sealed the district in hopes of containing whatever happened there. It seems to be working for now. You said earlier something was wrong? I could look into it. She steps back and regards you. After what I've just told you, you want to go to Heritage Hill? I've lost trained soldiers there, why should I let anyone in? 'Cause experience and loot! If people are disappearing, someone's gotta go figure out. Your trained knights have nothing on me. Seems like you could use the help. If you're so eager to rush to your death, I won't stop you. She quietly looks on at the novitiates. If you're somehow able to put a stop to this... You've got my permission to enter Heritage Hill. I'll send word to the guards at the gates. And there we go! More quests, people. The quests never stop coming. I ain't stopped coming and they don't stop rolling. Back to the roots and I hit the ground running. Did it make sense not to live for fun? Your brain gets small but your head gets dumb. Ooh, I can just pick up from here. Oh, nothing. Where's that? Yeah, that. Why can't I see that? Oh, there we go. This is the symbol of Abaddon. A colossal smithing hammer imposed over a circular gear. Smooth and bright with buffing on. 'Cause XP and loot! That was an actual choice. Minor adventure completed. Admiral Bookfish returns to the stronghold with money. Spoils await in the Great Hall treasury chest. Bam! Nice book. GG.
We just don't have the manpower.
Commander Cleaver.
Refugees from every corner of the Deerwood. The dozens getting them all riled up about animancy. At this rate, we'll need twice the soldiers to patrol Defiance Bay. Yes? Can I help you with something?
Why don't you have enough soldiers?
Fleetbreaker Castle. The High Justice has summoned almost half of my novitiates, and more of my justiciars to a keep on the other side of New Hailmar. It's not for me to question the High Justice's orders, but it's left us short-handed. And mark me, we're just a couple sparks away from anarchy.
I think that means you can't trust book with looting. With so many newcomers, can't you just recruit more soldiers? More recruits means more training, which means more time from experienced soldiers that I don't have. Anyhow, I hardly see how this is any of your concern. If you've got the time to ask me about it, then perhaps you've got time to do something constructive. Forge Master Dunstan is working with an Animancy scholar to build what we are calling the Forge Knights, warriors that can patrol our streets without suffering fatigue, disobedience or fear. Some agitator throws a rock at them, we don't have to worry about things getting out of hand. He's constructed the armor, but we need scholars' research. Fortunately, she hasn't been around the last few times my novitiates have checked. Vianna lives with the rest of the Scriveners out in Copper Lane, but I haven't the soldiers to spare at the moment. Go to the Scriveners' dormitory. Officers come from good dire wooden fighting stock. Now we're responsible for patrolling the city and keeping the peace. With so many refugees pouring in from the countryside, it's become more important than ever. Unfortunately, that's earned us enemies, particularly among the dozens and some of the more enterprising families. You mean the Doomadabba-Doomadabs? Doomadabba-Doomadabs? What about the dozens? He snorts. They're demagogues and troublemakers. They forget that Defiance Bay is one of the largest cities in the world, not some frontier outpost. Most of them are mercenaries on a good day and street thugs the rest of the time. Needless to say, they have no patience for law and order. Tell me about the families. How's Doomanemanel? Doomanemanel? Doomanel. Yeah, Doomanel. It's just a word that just you want to like continue. It's like Doomanel or something. It's not like a Doomanel. Bam. How's Doomanel, namely? They're one of the city's oldest noble families and its largest criminal organization. Their patriarch, Gedmar, has been trying to take advantage of the turmoil to expand his operations. We've kept on top of him, and he hasn't been too happy about that. I see. Later!
Hey.
Thanks for the quest once again. Doomanamana. This is a document that states a flow of refugees, huh? Growing by the week, yeah. You deal with your refugee problems. I will go deal with Heritage Hill and the other sort of thing. Doomanamada. Oh, you want to talk to me, eh? Hey there wants to talk to you! Alright, okay.
I'm ready.
I actually didn't even check your skills. Flames of Devotion calls upon the paladin's inner fire, causing the equipped weapons to burst into flame, adding burn damage. Field Triage, Yuppie. Lay on Hands, fueled solely by belief, the paladin is able to heal with the touch, hands recovering a substantial amount of endurance. Crap. Salus Focus. Paladin's intense and pure conviction instills clarity of purpose. Increasing their accuracy, converting portion of grades to hits, cannot be active without the Salus auras. Activate your aura. Astral Seal, we can see your blur screen. I know there's no light. It is dark outside and I have no light to brighten the screen. The whole plot twist and everything that I thought would happen in this comic. What the hell? Alright.
Strange place for a shrine to Abidan. Crucible Keep. Maybe it made more sense at some point before it gathered all that dust. The only thing the Knights of the Crucible worship these days is the nobility, as far as I understand it.
I knew some soldiers who got recruited by the Knights after the war was over. They told me some about it. They get these young kids in there and they tell them about blacksmithing and about the revolution and tradition. Talk about the golem like he created the Crucible Knights in his forge to go win Dialwood's independence. Then they join. Turns out all those knights ever talk about is when are we going to be recognized as a real knighthood? When are we getting our titles and our land? Their High Justice wants to be an Earl. Because Earls are better than ducks, apparently. I don't know. Says it's Abaddon's will. He's got a castle and an army. You wonder how long he'll wait before he starts a war over it, saying Abaddon told him to. Finish a quick banana shake? Nice. Maybe Abaddon is telling him to. Yeah. For all we know, maybe Abaddon is telling him. Wouldn't be the first time a god inspired his followers to make a mess of things. Makes you wonder if we're better off not listening to them. Oh, that it?
Hey.
Okay. A realization, mind-throbbing plot twist that I expected, but also not expected at the same time. What? Interesting. Alright, so we've got more quests, cause that's what this game does. You're out of quests? You're never out of quests. Oh, you thought you were out of quests.
This
Well,
will be
boom!
the temple Merwald spoke
Quests.
of, or what remains of it.
Yo, fellas, what up? What is up, fellas? How you doing? I hope you're well, 'cause that's cool. Alright, what's this place? The embassy. The embassy, the embassy. I don't even know who he had to talk to again. In here. These postings currently show current prices for a range of commodities. Was it Vincent
Ambassador
Agosti?
Agosti, I would speak with you on a matter of some urgency and great importance.
Great importance. Sighing as though remembering some heavy burden, Vincent crosses his arms before replying. Pelagina, this is the same matter previously discussed. I doubt I will be convinced more easily. Ambassador, please hear her out. The ambassador appraises you for several moments and nods respectfully. You are well known in Defiance Bay, Talas Vrukan, even in the Valian embassy. What? I am well known in frickin' Defiance Bay? I am well known in frickin' Defiance Bay? What? What? So the one guy who can give us the book says become more known in Defiance Bay. And then there's the other guy in the embassy who says you're well known in Defiance Bay. Am I known or am I not known or am I slightly known? So, what does it take to fulfill destinies? It takes to fulfill destinies. It's basically just a point system that gives you points over time when you are in this channel when we're live. Why do I have so? Why do you have so little fate? Because you get fate for being in this channel when it's live. So if you want more fate, be more in this channel when it's live. It ain't that easy. It ain't that easy. The ambassador appraises you for several moments and nods respectfully. Oh, yeah. You are well known. A blind typer, maybe. Vincent turns his attention back to Pelagina. So, you're keeping respectable company these days. Throws his hands up and shrugs. Hardly a good reason to go stirring up trouble with animancers and who knows else.
Ambassador, there are issues at stake here that go beyond rogue merchants and a port staying open. Animancy is under attack in Defiance Bay.
Shakes her feathered fist to emphasize her point. I'm always in Books channel and CK2. Well, that might explain something, you know. You know. We have to protect our interests here, but that also means knowing when to avoid unnecessary entanglements. The animancers and locals have problems. They'll work them out. Or they won't. Either way, there's too much risk by getting involved.
If it is outlawed here, what would prevent the same from happening in our republics?
Republics. The ambassador's face vacillates between expressions of sympathy and frustration. Pelagina, I do not think your concerns are unfounded. But it's not the place of this embassy to countermand the Republic's policies. Republics. Fate is just points, man. It's you get points for being in this channel when it's live. And with points you gain ranks. And you gain a certain rank at a certain point range. It's not information that I'm going to release, but there you go. That's the system. And that's it. I don't have any mini games, no heists, no nothing. I just have it as a system to, you know, reflect on how long you've been here. What up, buddy? Yo, Undead. What up? It is indeed been a long time since you've been here. I hope you are doing well. And, yeah. Glad to see you back, man. It has indeed been a long time. If it makes any difference, Ambassador, I'm already looking into the matters Pelagina has spoken of. What kind of spineless do-nothing are you? Nah. It doesn't, but it would be fortuitous if your investigation took you to Twin Elms, because that's where Pelagina needs to go.
What is it the Dukes need of me, Ambassador?
Ambassador. The Direwood's instability has created an opportunity for us to take over their trade with Air Glanfath. We will need to meet with the Glanfathans soon to secure upcoming trade arrangements. The roads to the Twin Elms can be dangerous, of course, but that's why you'll be our representative there.
It shows the Ambassador, but won't this provoke the Dear Woodens? Their country is falling apart, and we are already dividing up their trade alliances.
Provoke them into going into war? Though no fault of the Republic, the Direwood's armies have been deprived of an entire generation of soldiers. Would be foolish not to take advantage of the situation. If we don't, the Red Sarens will. Ambassador, that's some cold compassion considering what these people have been through. Does make sense. The Direwoods have had problems and sooner or later someone's going to profit from it. It's cold let's play the good guy.
More than that, Ambassador, there is a practical element to consider. We may profit in the short term from this arrangement, but what of the future? The Deerwood won't forget, and the Republics may pay the price for it.
The ambassador sighs. We're not the ducks, Pelagina. It's their decision and our job to carry out the orders. It's not like they're asking you to assassinate someone. Pelagina raises an eyebrow and clenches her jaw, but remains silent. Pelagina, Pelagina. Go to Twin Elms, speak to the Unamphath. Impress upon her the instability of the Direwood and reassure her of the Valium Republic's desire to open safe trade. Surprised you don't have Canadian roller coasters on your list? Leviathan at Canada's Underland is insane. You know how far Canada is and how expensive it is for me to get there. Like, Canada and America are like... I know there are a lot of roller coasters there, but it's not like I can just, you know, go over there for a weekend or something. So, I am Europe-based, which means European coasters are more within reach, shall we say. Yeah, I did, because I did manage to plan a trip to Cedar Point at some point, which was pretty cool, I'd have to say. And going again next year, San Francisco and LA and their respective Six Flags parks, including the Los Angeles coaster park that's within the city itself, and then Magic Mountain and what's the other one? Discovery Kingdom. And then there's the one within Los Angeles itself, which also has 10 coasters. So, yep, planning a trip for 38 total coasters there, which is pretty cool. Worth the money, I'd say, for so many coasters. Yeah, I'm really excited for that one. Should bring my total closer to the 100 that I'm seeking out.
Of course, Ambassador.
After a long and uncomfortable pause, Pelagina exhales deeply, the lids of her eyes closing briefly as she slumps into acceptance. The ambassador nods and smiles paternally. He then looks onto you. I know you planned on investigating this crisis together, but I hope you understand Pelagina's responsibilities. I understand, but we're still going to investigate it. Will the ducks need to hear more about Pelagina Merre's wild adventure? I went to the park this year, took my niece, had her go on a coaster with me first one. Oh! Did she enjoy it? Did she enjoy it? Or was she like, never again? Because that's usually what you get. You either get people that enjoy it or you get people that go, never again. So.
Of course not, Ambassador. I will attend to the unmanned fort as soon as I am able to travel to Twin Elms.
Good. Now if you excuse me. Bye.
Could have gone better. Could have gone worse. I appreciate that you stood up for me. But it's hard to persuade the Ambassador to go against the Duke's orders.
I know you're right. We may find a way for you to fulfill your obligations while looking into what's really going on around here. Seemed right to support you, but I think the ambassador made good points. Let's investigate.
Enough wisdom for both of us. Now, I just need to find out how to get to Twin Elms before the ambassador loses his patience.
She got scared, not from the coaster, but there's a part where it goes pitch black. Oh, dark rides! I love dark rides. Still, I fear that making this deal with the Glenfathans will further weaken the Dialwood and make trouble for the Republics in years to come. Well, it's a long way to Twin Elms. You have plenty of time to think it over.
Verus.
Verus.
Hey.
Verus. Alright. Some stuff to explore here. Spread across the table are the blueprints of an in-progress trade deal between the Merchant Company of the Republics and a Dialwooden Werewolf Collective. So they are still trading with Dialwood, even though they want to interrupt that trade. The symbol of the Valian Republics. Okay. So on one hand they're interrupting their trade, but on the other they're still trading with them. Interesting. Interesting. This story is driving me everywhere. I love it, but it's so sad. You're talking about the game or you're talking about the comic you're reading? This game reminds you of Baldur's Gate. That is true, Undead. They did make it in the same engine. Well, a better version of the same engine. They improved it with modern day, graphics, like with trees swaying in the wind and stuff, but little touch-ups. But it's still the same Infinity engine, and it is an RPG which is story-driven. But I still think Baldur's Gate is better because it's less dramatic. This story is so dramatic and Baldur's Gate is just, you know, makes the great balance between being dramatic and still being good to go through. I compare this one to like a Lord of the Rings book, because Lord of the Rings is like, it describes everything and it goes at a pace that, I'm not saying that it's bad, that's bad, I'm just saying it's not my taste. It goes on a pace that goes on describing everything and doing all that stuff, and that's what this game does as well. It like plods you through. Hey Sneaky, what up? Too much reading. Well, I don't mind too much reading, it's the language in which it is written. It's so dramatic and blah, and everything is terrible, and all the souls you read, because you play a soul reader in this game, you can like read souls of other people, and all the souls you're reading are assassins and thieves and people that went through all the horrors in life, and there's never a soul that goes, well, I went and I became a knight and I did this heroic thing and I saved this girl or anything and I did this and it was so cool. No, it's always assassinating this or losing my possessions or trudging through life and blah blah. So that sort of makes it it's not my favorite game, let's put it at that. I like going through it, but yeah, it's not my favorite game. New generations don't appreciate reading. I don't mind the reading at all. It's just the tone of the game, the tone and the style of writing. I'm a huge Final Fantasy fan, so reading is nothing new. Yeah, but I enjoyed. I did Final Fantasy VII for quite some time, quite a few episodes, and I enjoyed that. But Final Fantasy isn't the same trudging and everything is terrible and everything is going wrong, and there's always this optimistic like style and like with characters like Tiffany, or what was her name again, like the ones that bring the comedic edge, or the look on the bright side of life tone of voice. And in this game, everything is depressing. Like seriously, everything is negative and everything is depressing. And that's what's kind of holding me back from this game and making me not enjoy it as much as I would have liked. Because in Baldur's Gate, for example, you had characters like Imoen, the happy-go-lucky thief, Minsk, who was amazing with his space hamster and all that sort of stuff, and you don't have characters like that in this game. It's all terrible, it's all dramatic, it's all like the weight of life on their shoulders, it's all that. So you never have this small break from the depressing state of where the world is in. And yeah, that's something that bothers me about this game. And add to that the very dramatic style of writing, which doesn't fit me as a reader. I like the more, more keeping it in your own imagination and trying to describe it less dramatically, like just describe it. And yeah, that's a thing that's sort of keeping me from this game. But on the other hand, I'm still enjoying the story, so I might still play through it. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, we've got Fragments of the Set of Fate, which was the bookkeeper that thought we weren't known enough. But maybe if we do the entire Heritage Hill thing, we might be gaining enough fame. Then there is the Twin Elms, but that's outside of the city, so I don't think we're going to do that yet. And the Scriveners of Dormitory Lane. Where is the how do you say that? Oh, that's a task? Okay. Clandestine cargo. Find Marcino's missing crate. Oh right, that was that ship guy. But yeah, Heritage Hill. So we're going to do Heritage Hill. Maybe we get more reputation so we can get the book for Adir there. This takes us outside the city. This takes us outside the city. And also Scrivener's Dormitory in Copper Lane. We might do that first. Because that's just going to Copper Lane and then going back. His forehead wrinkled with reaction. Like how the earth cracks upon the great force of the will of the gods. Yeah, something like that. You know. Something like that. Alright.
Hey.
But before we do all that, ladies and gentlemen, it is time. Oh my god. It is time to go, unfortunately. For those that just arrived, the time has come upon us. Yeah, it's saved. Yeah, perfectly. The time has come upon us to say goodbye. Thank you all so much for coming along. Grimtier for the raid. For all the hosts. Yoon Kun, thank you for the host. Philip Rich 42, streamer you should definitely follow. He's a great From Software streamer, streaming Dark Souls, Bloodborne. No, he's a variety streamer, but he's on From Software right now. He's on a From Software binge, so definitely go follow him. Toby Maguire, GS68, The Pixel Pirate, Bookfish35, another teammate of mine. Also great streamer. We do Kaleidoscope Dynasty Challenge, Crusader Kings together. So, and D&D, definitely go follow her. Grimtier as well, great streamer, excellent man, and good to follow if you fancy another great streamer. But yeah, thank you for being here. Thanks for all the raids and the love and the support, the chat. It was really great. Let me know if you guys are ready for a raid. Then whilst I do some announcements, I will see if we are strong enough to get a raid going. But yeah, at the end of the show, I always do a set of announcements. What's coming up? So that's what we're going to do now. Tomorrow, no stream. Normally on Friday evening, Bookfish35 and I do the Kaleidoscope Dynasty Challenge, which is a Crusader Kings 2 playthrough of two of our dynasties. However, tomorrow there is no Dynasty Challenge because it's our mom's birthday. So we'll be at the birthday tomorrow, celebrating her birthday. So there will be no Kaleidoscope Dynasty Challenge on this Friday. Then on Saturday, that is 2 days from now. Go over to Bookhish35 and follow her if you want to see me dungeon mastering. Is blah. All this reading. If you want to see me dungeon master Rats in the Basement, our D&D group, which we do every so often if people when we can get the group together. And this Saturday is another time when we can get the group together, and we'll be continuing with another episode of Rats in the Basement, Dungeons and Dragons. It's going to be really exciting, so that's really cool. And that's over at Bookfish35. So if you want to see more of my dungeon mastering and Bookfish35 and friends, then go follow her. And we'll see you on Saturday. Then on Sunday, I will be doing a bonus stream, if at all possible, where I will be lettering Legacy of the Void. Now, I know StarCraft lettering is not the most interactive activity to do on stream, but I just feel like, like I want to stream it for some time. Want to see how it goes. Everyone that did come enjoyed it last time when I streamed StarCraft ladder. So I'll just be streaming it on Sunday. If you don't want to see it, that's fine. But I'll be doing a Legacy of the Void lettering. Yes, Legacy of the Void lettering will be playing my placement matches. It put me down the drain in terms of MMR, so we have to start all the way from the bottom again, fighting bronzies, murdering bronzies. But the game has changed with Legacy of the Void, so yeah, we'll see how it goes. But that's on Sunday, Legacy of the Void ladder. Then on Tuesday, I will be continuing or restarting the cycle, I should say, with episode 9. And so on Tuesday, Dark Souls episode 9 will be going after Chaos Witch, K-Log or Quilog or however you pronounce her name. We got her down to a sliver of health last time, so we should be able, with some dodging and hitting, we should be able to get her down Tuesday. And then Dark Souls can continue, and another boss will be down. I don't think I have time for other streams that week, because Kaleidoscope Dynasty Challenge is that Friday, and I have to work on the other days. So, yeah, that's going to be it for the upcoming streams. Yeah, lots of streams this weekend. Two more streams this weekend, and then Dark Souls on Tuesday. That's it for the coming streams. And I think that weekend is also Nominam's Diablo 3 event. Possibly, don't pin me on this, but if Nominam's Diablo 3 event is active next week, then I'll be streaming it as well. Hopefully for another 12-hour sitting, so we can rush straight through normal. That would be cool. But we'll see. And there you go, an early morning stream tomorrow because of Bookfish. There you go. So go follow Bookfish for the early stream tomorrow and for the D&D on Saturday. Alright. Let us pick a target for the raid. Are you ready to raid? Well, I have a target because a teammate of ours is streaming. And that is the target we're going to raid. How raids work is you copy the prophecies foretold this raid. That is the sentence you copy. Then you go to the channel that I'll be typing in chat and designating for the raid. And you will go there and you will look. Wait in the shadows. And once I go over there as well and say something along the lines of, "We have seen your channel shine bright like a star," blah blah blah. The usual stuff. Yeah, you can spam that. Make it up with emotes if you want to. Get some emote decorations in there. And yeah, we're going to make this guy's day. And yeah, I'll see you on Saturday. That's the next stream. See you on Saturday over at Bookfish, or on Sunday over here for StarCraft, or on Tuesday over here for Dark Souls. Game on, guys. Have a great rest of your day, evening, or morning.